Hello, what is up guys? EvilDuoStorm here today, back with another Black Desert video. Today's video we're going to be taking a look at the most recent patch that came to Black Desert on October 6th of 2021, go over all of the events, that way you don't miss any free crap, also go over all of the important changes that came with the patch, that way you can take advantage of anything that might have come. This patch brings a lot of different changes that you may be interested in, so without further ado, let's get into it and let's start off with the first event, which is a life scaling event specifically for Gathering. So when you are gathering between October 6th and October 20th of 2021, you're going to receive additional hard and sharp black crystal shards while you're out gathering. So nice bonus silver for those of you that are involved in gathering, like myself. And in addition to that, even if you're not a gatherer, for being logged in for the various times you see on your screen, all the way up to 2 hours, you'll be rewarded with the things you see on your screen right now. These items can be redeemed on the Y key on the keyboard in the reward tab here. If you scroll down, you should have them sitting in here after being logged in for those given amount of time. So that's event number one. Event number two is the Big Game Hunters event. This one is for those of you that take part in the Blue Whale and Fugitive Culk hunting sorts of mini-game event type things that happen in Black Desert. In addition to harvesting from those, normally you're also going to receive a Big Game Hunter seal. These can be exchanged at Igor Bartali in Velia for either a Blue Whale tendon, or if you have two of them, Fugitive Culk skin and Blue Whale oil. So bonus event for those of you that are already partaking in this little mini-game sort of thing. Minigame's not the right word, but you know what I mean. Side activity that you can do in Black Desert. So the next three events that we're going to go over all pertain to the new release of the open world grinding zone with some puzzles that you can do in it. The Sakrakia dungeon thingy. So if you saw a second ago, in the Y tab you have a free entry into this dungeon sitting right here in your challenges menu. And yeah, basically, if you are a fan of the Ataraxian dungeon sort of system that Black Desert's come out with, there is the second stage of it being released. You have new quests that go along with it and a bunch of other stuff. Second event involving this sort of dungeon system is a streamer interactive type event, and this is actually really cool. I can't think of any time I've ever seen a company do this, so this is like really interesting. Basically, how this one's going to work is that 6 of your favorite Black Desert streamers are going to be putting together teams for these dungeons, or the new dungeon here. They are set to run at various times that you see on your screen, and depending on what they're able to do and what challenges they are able to complete within the dungeon, they will complete these bingo boards. Completing these bingo boards are going to reward them and their parties with different prizes, which are outlined here. But also, everybody who's a part of the stream will also be given codes that they can redeem for various prizes. So it's kind of like an interactive community type event, which is honestly really cool. It's based around streamers and based around content creators and really helps to promote them. Also puts out some cool event rewards as well. So yeah, I might not like the dungeon, but I definitely like what they're doing with this little game here. So be sure to check out these different creators at their assigned times for their dungeon runs. And the third event pertaining to the dungeons is a Twitch Drops event. So if you've never partaken in a Twitch Drops event before, basically what you need to do is link your Twitch account to your Black Desert account. I have guides on how to do this, but the short is you click this login button up here in the top corner, sign in, navigate to the linked services tab area, and just go ahead and link your account. It's really straightforward. It just asks you to sign into your Twitch account. For watching streamers on the given days, you will be set up to receive different rewards up to 5 hours of watching streamers. So this is going right on for the next couple of days. And there is a little bit of an account linkage instruction at the bottom of this post as well. And this will all be in the description below. So if you've never done this before, it'll be there. It steps through how to redeem them and go to your Twitch Drops inventory and all that cool stuff. But yeah, some nice free stuff just for watching streamers. And for those of you that aren't aware, I stream every single Saturday and Sunday at 10 a.m. Eastern Standard Time. So for the Saturday and Sunday ones, if you want to watch me to get these rewards, you sure can. And that does it for events that came with this patch, so now let's move on to the notes themselves. And a large portion of these notes are centered around the new dungeon content. So once again, there is the new dungeon region that has been released to go along with the Ataraxian chain of dungeons. So if you're interested in these, definitely something to check out. There's new mechanics, new dungeons, new puzzles, and all sorts of different stuff to play with. Now the next major change that came with this update is the Florchestra little update here for your shies. So you get a whole bunch of other instruments that you can add in to your system here. Beyond that, there's also a big rework to the way that the music is being composed, or additional things that you can do with the music in this. So you can add reverb, delay, chorus, depths, all sorts of different changes here with the volume mixers and mixers in the music composition system for the Shy. If you don't know how to get to that, it's under the Escape Key, Community tab, Music Album. You can then hop into the Composer section here and pick different instruments and add them into the thing, and you got these Florchestra instruments, and then you can just pick notes and you can compose music, and it's an interesting system, especially if you have a Shy, because then you can actually play it. Now, I do have an action item for all of you after this video. You need to spam all of the social channels and get them to add the flute for Musa as a special animation, just in honor of your boy Evil Do Us Harm, because I want to be able to play the Yasuo flute solo on my Musa in Black Desert. So, helping to make that happen. So yeah, new instruments, new systems, and all of that cool stuff with the music system. Also, one more thing to add is that you have to craft these new instruments, and these instruments have some crazy little quests and challenges you need to do to get the resources for them. So if you're really interested in that stuff, definitely check into this a bit more. The next section are events, which we already covered, so we can minimize that and keep going on into the character section. And the character section, first thing that we have are changes to skills that are shown during the hide effects of others. So basically people were dying in PvP to these different abilities, and they have been made so they are not hidden when you have hide others effects for performance boosting. So I guess that's good for PvP. I wouldn't know, I just cut down trees. Couple little changes to Kunoichi and Archer, nothing too crazy with that one. We then get into the item changes, and I think the biggest item changes involve black energy residue not being dropped from all of the mobs in the world. They only drop in Drigan now. And changes to the Median and Valencia looting systems. So now when you get weapons in those areas, they come into weapon boxes rather than individual drops. And you also have Blackstone weapons and armor bundles that have been added into the drop table. Now, as a result of all of these changes, there's been some consolidation in the item drop tab, which is under the adventure tab item drop. So in locations where the location was listed twice, they've been consolidated. And at places like, for example, Gahaz Bandit's Lair, you'll see that it's now updated with the weapon box as opposed to the weapons themselves. And guys, that is pretty much it for this patch. So we went over the major changes. Once again, just to summarize, your biggest change, biggest addition is the new dungeon content. So if you're a fan of that stuff, definitely want to read up more on this. Watch out for guides from other content creators. But also for life skillers who don't want to deal with the dungeons or do any of that sort of stuff, we do have a nice little bonus to our drop rates here. I say our because that's what I do in this game. So if this video is going to help you here in Black Desert, do let me know in the comment section below. And if you have comments, thoughts, concerns, anything like that, let me know below. Also, if you have ideas for videos you want to see, please let me know, guys. I want to make content that you guys want to watch, so please help me with that. Anyway, thank you all so much for watching once again. I look forward to seeing you at the next live stream over on Twitch, the next YouTube video right here, or wherever I happen to see you. Dice.